I don't quite remember because it was like 13 hours ago, but the light, the LED light on this side, on the right above the 544K, I replaced that light a couple days ago. I did a video on it, and also I did a video of me and Wes, my dad, working on the conveyor. We were going to try to take a link out. I don't like the video. It's not very well done. Yeah, so I'm probably not going to post that video. But I decided that later today that that's what I'm going to do. And then so this morning when I went to go mix that feed, I mentioned something about, the light, this is what the LED looks like. So that's where that came from. The conveyor's loose, so we're needing to the conveyor's loose and we don't have any room to tighten it up. We've stretched it all the way out. We need to take a link out, and that's what we were going to do, but there wasn't quite enough. So I had to order some half links. Also, there was a couple of the crossbars, or whatever you want to call them, of the conveyor that these must have been loose from when it was new and just never got tightened up, and so they've kind of tore each other up. And then so he bought some new ones. That's them right here. Just got to do like 6 or 8 of those and put some half links in the feed wagon. So when we actually do that, then I'll post that video, and I got a better idea on how to do it video wise. And so yeah, and on this video you're gonna see I got some new guys milking. Actually, a woman and a guy that worked for us for a few months. He left and he came back. They're actually husband and wife. I guess he thought the grass was greener and he left, and he came back. So my second in charge, he decided to quit. So I don't have I just got my head guy that knows everything, and I don't have a backup guy or a guy to take over when the head guy's off. So I had to come over early this morning and get the dairy barn ready, or make sure they got it ready, so that way he could sleep in. And then it was, I had a little issue with milk coolers. Got that figured out. That was something happened where they either somebody did it or something happened. Maybe lights flickered or something, and it reset the temperature controller to heat. So it was telling the coolers, don't turn it on because we're already warmed up. Above the 38 degrees is where it's set. So just had to, troubleshoot it, figure out what was going on. We narrowed it down to that controller, and then actually called the guy that installed it, and then he said go through the settings, which we never really messed with it that much. Anyway, it was on heat, so I got that fixed, and then the rest of the day was just feeding and other stuff, and then had to replace a valve off our water tank that we use for the plate cooler, and we use those to flush, and then also use the water to put in the feed, and so I had to replace that. And I can't remember what else, but about sums up what's on this video. And something to look forward to get the conveyor all in order. I'm sure those parts should be in the next day or two, which the place we ordered them from, they're pretty bad about not calling you when your parts come in, so I'll have to remember to stay on that. Today was mid-30s, 40 degrees, little sun here and there, cloudy. Tomorrow is supposed to be 100% chance of rain, and in the 30s. So we got my father's been hauling manure all day. I did get the agitator hooked up for him, and a few other things here and there. So we'll see you at the end of the video, and when we wrap things up. 10 minutes till 4 a.m. Now leaving the house. Okay, I got them all going. I didn't really have to do anything. I just had to stand there and make sure that, you know, they got everything ready and they did the pre-wash correctly and, you know, got the tank ready and all that. So, she did forget to turn on the milk cooler, and I told her, I said, hey, there's one very important step you're missing right now. Had her figure it out what it was, and then when she went to go turn them on, they didn't do anything. So I messed with that for like 15-20 minutes, checking the breakers and everything, and I can't figure out what it is, why the coolers aren't running. The tank washer works, the agitator works, just the coolers won't come on. Checked all the breakers and everything like that. I didn't see nothing wrong. And so I called my dad. He's on his way with his truck with all the tools in it, and I have a feeling maybe the switch went out. Something I can think of. But while we're waiting on him, I'm gonna go ahead and start mixing that feed, and then when he gets here, we'll see if we can get that fixed real quick. I was kind of hoping to take like a 20-minute nap in the tractor, but I guess that ain't gonna happen. And then I fixed that LED light on the wheel loader, so that's all good. Finally got all my lights back. Oil's good. That's good. So that's what it's like with just those two LED lights right here on the front corners. That's the one I replaced. I'll turn it off. The rest of the lights on. So I got Group 1 fed. Half of them are still in the barn. I'm going to go mix up my second load of feed now. It's just now almost 6 o'clock. My plan for this video is just to show clips throughout the day. It's going to be a really long day for me. I woke up at 3:40 this morning after going to bed at about 11. So what is that? Less than 5 hours of sleep. Just had to get over here earlier today to make sure that these new guys, because my head guy, my head milker is off today, off this morning. He'll be here this evening, but he needed a break, so I came over this morning just to make sure that they got the barn prepared correctly. They've only been getting trained for 3 or 4 days on how to do it, so I was more just observing and making sure that went correctly. But during that, milk coolers won't come on, so I need to check that out as soon as I can. I'm actually waiting on my dad right now to get over here with his truck, and then we can troubleshoot it and figure out what's wrong. If I'm lucky, I'll get home tonight about 7, 8 o'clock. I don't know, it's about a 16-hour day. So just see how everything goes.
Well, that was an easy fix. Went through everything in the box, checked everything. Everything had juice. We got an electronic cooling temperature. What is it called? The electronic Rainco electronic temperature controller. That's what it is. I don't really know nothing about it other than you set the temperature and that's it. But apparently somebody messed with it, maybe the milk caller, and changed it to heat. So it just says H1 or C1, and when you go through your settings, and we have it set at 38 degrees, which that thing runs 2 degrees high, so that'd be 36 actual temperature. So if it was over 38 degrees set on heat, it's not going to do nothing because it thinks it's got the right temperature. Obviously, if you got it at C1 or on cold and it's over 38 degrees, it's going to kick on. So all I got to do is reset that and then it kicked on. So everything's good now. I'm going to finish the second load and then check the heat.
Just got done checking for heat in group 1. There was 3 to breed. My dad's got that under control. I don't need to breed, so wife just brought breakfast. So I'm gonna eat my breakfast, and then I got hair all over me. We're trying to eat. We'll go check for babies. There's only like 10 cows left to calve, and then we'll get group 1's pasture ready. So a little 3-way mix come in. Yeah, so he left me a mess to clean up. Well, I got the heifers fed. I left the camera in the wheel loader, forgot about it. A little bit of a muddy mess for the heifers, but no problems. Helped finish bottles and helped them finish and helped those guys milk helped those guys milk the last bit of group 4, the fresh group. Just got group 3 to go. I'm just gonna run to the house real quick, grab a quick lunch and get back over here and finish feeding. I just want to stand around trying to be efficient with my time, so I'm gonna go eat some lunch right now. Checking the oil in the 6410. Just got some lunch and watched the weather. Looks like we got quite a bit of rain that's coming this week. So my dad's hauling manure right now, and I'm thinking I need to get down there and hook this agitator up and get as much out as we can, because we're going to collect quite a bit of rainwater. So that's what I'm doing right now. Just need to hook these hoses. Hopefully it starts up. It's like in the mid-30s right now. And if you notice, the 6410 over here has got the bucket up in the air, and the Kel-Tec's propped up on this plug for the hay bale that we use for end cap. We call them plugs. That's because they do not like cold weather and they don't like to start. So we always leave the loaders up in the air in case we got to jump them. Shit's always that diesel too. God dang it. Start right up. Just gotta pull the pins.
Just walking back to the commodity barn and realized that somebody got crap on the skid steer. Jeez. Can't believe that. Alright, got coffee made. Now I'm gonna mix up the first load for the afternoon. Or for tonight. So the guy working the feed lane right here cranked the living crap out of that handle, and actually, well, I had to put it back in, but broke off the screw in there that pulls the gate valve open on the valve. Obviously a gate valve. So anyway, had to take it apart and almost pry out the valve or the gate part to get it open. We use this one down here to scrape the right side of the feed lane. Use that one to scrape the left side of the feed lane. And then this one we use to clean the exit and to put water in the feed wagon. The tank that's in front of the feed lane, that's what you're stuck to right now, is the water from our plate cooler. And then that's how we reuse it, is to scrape, keep the feed lane clean and where it's not slippery, where no cows slip and fall, and then also use it for the feed wagon. I'll take that one off, take the whole valve off because I don't have any of the guts for the valve, and then put a new one on. So yeah, about to run the last load of feed off. And I got to drain the rest of this tank all the way down. And then, from the looks of it right now, I ain't gonna be able to vaccinate any calves to get them ready to wean. Jason and Samuel, they gotta go get a cow and calf across the road. Finish putting grain out for the calf hutches. Well, actually, it looks like Samuel's done with that right now. And then Jason's got to bring up silage bells. Oh, here. There's the inside of the screw or the bolt that pulls the gate valve open. And just broke it clean off. So. I got all my tools here. Chain locks. That's all I need. That piece I had earlier. Where'd it go? I don't see it now. Oh, there it is. It goes in there like that. And then, I don't see the gate, but anyway.
So that stud or bolt or whatever you want to call it, just snap it complete off. I don't want to have to replace this insulation. I do got some duct tape. I found when the insulation comes together. Cut the tape back. Maybe it'll pull some water out faster. Must need to creep in. Go big or go home, right? Okay, now I'm gonna see if I can just get this. This is it's all things turn. Alright, that's no big deal. This is all glued in, and I don't feel like jacking with it. So it's just sticking out behind me about 5 feet. So I'm just gonna undo the whole thing. It's anything to break off. It's not how you use channel locks, but I don't have any room. Cool if I can do it by hand. There we go. Uh-oh. Oh, ain't no matter. Easy. Here we go. Let me get that off. I don't know if I can. Yeah, this will work out. Maybe just embarrass myself on YouTube. I don't know. Let spider go. Get off there, spider. That took about everything I had. Turn that. Put it over there. I told that guy several times. At least 3 that I know of. A couple times when I went to open them, could barely get them. So I told him, I said, hey, you can't crank them down, you'll break them. And then one time he did it in front of me, and I was like, hey, I told you. Those will break. And he was like, well, I don't want it to drip. And I told him the drip's better than a broken one, or one you can't open, or one that's running afterwards. Put what's this says, former gasket, but it's the same thing as like Permatex. Causes cancer in California. Make sure to wash my hands before I go to the bathroom. That's a joke. Harmful if swallowed. Why would you swallow it? Okay, let's see if this way works. So good. It's like one hit the ground, screw me up. The end of this. See what I'm dealing with? Okay. tape. So I found the gate. This is called a gate valve, is what these are. And if you've never seen the inside of one, so you got a threaded part that goes up to your handle, and then when you twist it, it pulls it up and pulls it down. So it pulls it up and lets water run out, and shut it down, turns the water off. And then the exposed pipe with no insulation on it, that never has water sitting in it, so we don't have insulation on it. From here through here and here, this is what's coming out of the dairy barn, this line. That's when I got insulation on all that. Okay. Once it's all, got some water in it, we'll be able to tell if it's leaking or not. It shouldn't be. I don't think it is. Feels like a nice, good valve. I think it's just an old valve off something, and we kept it, but just can't remember when or where it was. So we'll probably just crap up, get the truck out of the way. Group 1's coming. I'll go get a tie wrap. Okay. I'm gonna take a 7400. It's got brand new 520 R38s on it. I'm gonna drag these tires up and down the lane to smooth them up, knock some edges down so they don't hold water. Props to the old man over there. He's gotten the manure pit down about 3 feet ahead of this rain. That way we won't have to worry about it. He's about to turn 56 years old. If I let him, he'd probably whoop my ass. I know he can take both my brothers at the same time. But, yeah. Not bad having to, he's probably hauled 15 loads. Dragging that big hose and hooking it up and everything, so. I think he just tripped and fell. So here's the whole idea. You see where the cows have been walking, single file, and people, like, it's a real sandy section, so when somebody drives by with a tractor or a four-wheeler, the cows like to walk in that track because it's kind of packed down. So then you end up with these lines, and then when it rains, the water stays in that line. So what we're wanting to do is as close to T-post, drag it and fill all them lines in, and that way when it starts raining in the middle of the night tonight, it'll the water will have somewhere to go besides just in the middle of that line. I mean, it's not gonna be, this isn't ideal. Ideal would be to go get the little dozer and then shape it all back up, but I don't got that kind of time, and the little dozer's a good mile away off in the woods. So next best thing, I guess. If I had a little bit more time, I could hook the little disc up. It's just a 12-foot like finishing disc, run up and down it and drag these tires, and then it would really knock down all the edges. But you can see kind of what I'm trying to accomplish. Maybe it did some good. We'll see. Well, anyway, I'm gonna get these ear tag, or this ear tag made, and head to the house. Could check close-ups, which I doubt there's anything. There's only like 8 left now, something like that. Yeah, so I got the cows and computer. Everything's done, or at least everything I could get done today. I gotta get up early in the morning again. It's 6:40 right now, so by the time I wrap up here, go across the road, check the close-ups, and head to the house, it's gonna be a little after 7. So, wish I could have got more done today, but there's just not enough time right now. Got too many things going on. Did get those lanes dragged up, smoothed up. Dad got the manure pit almost empty. Jason and Samuel just got the regular old stuff done. So with all that being said, thanks for watching. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. And we'll see you on the next video. We'll do one tomorrow. Rainy morning, whatever. And changing inflations. That'll take a couple hours. So, yeah, we'll see you on the next video. Thanks for watching.